Are these kits complete and in good condition, or are they not? Well, good morning, Glue Troopers. Max of Max's Models here. So after my little trek up Kill Devil Hill at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, by the time I got home, plus spending 12 hours in a car, I had developed some back trouble. And it's been a problem lately. It's really slowed me down. It's nothing that hasn't happened to me before, but my wife made the comment this morning when I got up. She asked how I felt, and I told her, well, it's a little better, but I don't think I'm a young man anymore. And she goes, Schrodinger's youth. You wake up in the morning and you find out either I'm a young man today, yeah, or ow, I'm an old man today. For those who are unfamiliar or have never watched The Big Bang Theory, Schrodinger was an Irish-Austrian physicist who had an interesting mental exercise in quantum theory, where you put a cat in a box with a lethal device. And until you open the box, you don't know if the cat has triggered the lethal device or not. So until you actually check, the cat is both dead and alive, or existing in two states at one time. So that got me to thinking about, hey, that sounds like when you buy kits on eBay or buy vintage kits. Are they complete or are they not? Is it really vintage, or is somebody trying to rip you off? And yes, people sadly do counterfeit, well, everything, including vintage models. Sometimes they'll put a repop in an old box or whatever. Actually, some of them, I understand, have been fairly sophisticated. People actually going through the trouble to manufacture an entirely new box, although I think that may be an apocryphal story. But if you know about one, let me know. So it was one of those things that got me to thinking, when you are looking at vintage models, they exist in two states at one time until you open and inspect them. They're both a great find or a ripoff at the same time. Yes, it's a complete vintage kit, or no, it's not. I was gifted that F-2B British fighter plane, which was complete and a good box and everything. It just happened to be missing half the fuselage. I don't know if that was a factory packing mistake or if the part was lost subsequent to it being purchased. All I know is it wasn't there when I got it. So until I opened the box, I had a complete model airplane until I didn't. Normally, this isn't really a problem these days with modern kits. The quality control has gotten excellent, but I do recall, and I think I've talked about this before, at least once, but I'm almost certain twice, I bought the Aurora Piper Aztec to find out that it had the clear parts from the Cherokee, which did not fit. Probably because somebody at the factory didn't know anything about airplanes or model kits, or probably paid minimum wage just to throw these parts in a box, and they got them mixed up. Most likely, I probably got both kits from the same production batch, which is why the issue repeated itself, because it seems like I bought them not that far apart from each other. But as a result, I never had an Aurora Piper Aztec that had the proper clear parts. And now, of course, they go anywhere from $50 to $200, depending on who's asking for a proper complete one. But, that's model building. I must say, on the whole, though, things are a lot better than they used to be. But that just gets down to the point that until we open up that box, it's Schrodinger's kit. Well, that's just what I was thinking about this morning, because that's how my mind works. Also, before I go, I just want to say thank you to all the wonderful people I met at the Nats. It was absolutely wonderful, guys. A couple of folks have emailed, they saw me, but they thought I was busy. Guys, come up and say hi, please. I'm not a diva. And if I'm prattling on, which is my superpower, just come up, tap me on the shoulder and wave. I'll stop. I mean, my wife can tell you point blank, if you don't cut me off, I'll never stop talking. If you think I'm kidding, you're pretty much going to have to turn your computer off right now or flip to another channel, because otherwise I will just keep going. Are you still here? Okay, we got a live stream planned for Saturday night, and we're trying to line up some guests, including Scott McKillop over at Monarch Models. In fact, I need to shoot him an email today and see if he might be available to make the live stream this Saturday. If not, we'll put something together. For those who don't know, Scott McKillop is the person who started Monarch Models, and they're up and going strong today. I profiled him and Monarch Models briefly at the end of the video that I'll link below. But things have changed since that video was made, so they are back in production. Okay, that's what I got for right now. Look forward to seeing you guys Saturday night at live stream. You take care of yourselves. And as always, model on.